Oh, hell.
It's about to be on.
It's a full house today.
We gotta still
And I got
stay
some
low.
things to say about Saturday.
Oh,
And I got
boy.
to chime in on yesterday, but first, I got 2 words for everybody.
Let's
go.
go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning. Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
That damn seal!
That's Steel!
Oh yeah!
Let's go, baby! Woo!
We got a full house today, and we got some ish to talk. Good morning. Welcome to the What in the All Types of Blue Hell Manic Monday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. This first hour is powered, of course, by Invader Coffee, fuel for the fearless. I have a burning snowman's tank in my belly.
Oh, boy.
The father is going to be here, and I've just been informed that the commissioner may stop by.
Oh, God.
But first,
Ring him up.
done.
Now, forgive me not knowing the brother. You got your mic black. I don't know who the hell you are. It's like you're in the broadcasting witness protection program.
Yeah, baby.
Agent Zero in the house.
Is
The
here.
super hacker.
Good morning, my man. How are you?
Hope y'all, those of you who are fathers, had a great Father's Day yesterday.
Hey, look. How did my Father's Day go? My son came over. He made me crack up until I nearly peed myself. And then my little granddaughter, Carson, left me a present while sitting in my lap.
Uh-oh.
In other words, and aside of that cleanup duty on aisle 12, I had a fantastic Father's Day.
Yeah, I know. Caitlin Clark got it started for you on Saturday.
Yeah, she did.
We'll get to that. All in good
We will get to
time.
that. I got to share this message that Playmaker sent me, and me and Facebook have had a fight over the weekend. I'll explain that again for the 5th time in 12 months. I'll explain that.
The 15th time.
Oh, well, thank you. That Playmaker left me a great message because I said all throughout my broadcast on Saturday, we're playing the champs. Even though Caitlin Clark is back, we're playing the champs.
Mm-hmm.
My wife joined me a bit for my pregame show, and she said they have to play as a team because look who they're playing.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I have no doubt that I will see Playmaker either via message or he will pop in the chat on Saturday. Then Saturday happened, and the message I got from the Playmaker was, quote, "Congratulations. Caitlin Clark lit our ass up." Nice. It got, and greetings to Rising Rhino and the Big Blake with us this morning. And it got so out of control. My wife was trying to do homework. She comes in and she goes, okay, how far was the first one? They replayed the first one, and
she walked out.
They did a Playmaker shake his head, and she did a Playmaker head shake and was like,
and walked off.
She's back. I'm out.
I'm good here. I'm done.
And she comes back and she says, what was the final score? You really want an answer to that? Yes. I want to know how bad it got. 102 to 88. And she goes, damn.
She walked off.
And at that point is when I got Playmaker's message. When she walked off the second time. We're going to give Playmaker the floor first.
Yes.
Go get him.
Man, look.
If that's how this is starting, oh hell.
Oh yeah, baby.
the watch Caitlin Clark go for 9 points in 38 seconds. I was like, yep, she's back.
Yeah, that's all it took too.
She's back.
Mm-hmm.
And then she got disrespectful with it when she did the step back in front of Brianna Stewart. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is.
And those two were laughing about it though.
Oh, by the way, all you new wannabe basketball fans, when you say disrespect in the sports term, that means that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of people who didn't like my post when I said she disrespected Brianna Stewart, that step back.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's how I know a lot of people don't know basketball lingo.
Right?
Can I get a witness?
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
I mean, this is coming from a fellow who grew up on Magic and Julius and Kareem and MJ. So the disrespect was very playful and very real at the same time.
Is disrespect
Also coming from a guy who covers the guy who's been the most disrespected than anybody in Steph Curry.
That would be true.
A man lives in the disrespect world right there.
Steph Curry's a bully, okay? He's a damn bully.
I've covered Steph exclusively for the past 7 seasons. So yeah.
He's a bully. He's just a long range bully.
Steph is a cheat code, but Playmaker, the floor is yours.
So see Kate Clark the way she did to my Liberty, I was like, there's nothing I can do but shake my head. Then it got contagious because the rest of the Indiana Fever started to hit threes. I'm like, this is
Kelsey Mitchell in the fourth quarter.
This is ridiculous.
Right.
There's nothing we can do. And Sabrina, I appreciate your web because you said I'm not going down without a fight. Forcing the rest of the Liberty enjoying the fight with you.
Sabrina did.
Because
Sabrina had 34 in the
no other Liberty joined her.
No.
So
it was Brianna. It was Brianna and Sabrina and no one else.
Now she knows how Ancient Reese feels.
It got ugly.
It got ugly. I listened to it. I listened to Stoneman's call of it. It got ugly quick.
38 seconds.
It got ugly. Which actually should please Indiana Fever fans because they learned from their first game with us when they had that 5-point lead, and all of a sudden
we were
evaporated. This time
we were up a dozen heading into the fourth period, and in the last 8 minutes and 38 seconds, we scored only 8 points. New York scored 22 and wiped us out. This time, they kept their foot on their necks.
You were ready.
Finished it. They finished it. Go ahead.
This time, you guys are ready.
So, hey, ain't nothing I can do about it. And it's possible the Snowman will be calling the Commissioner's Cup Championship that might be featuring the Indiana Fever, because I don't see it'll be a very shocking thing to me if they was to lose to Connecticut.
Look, I don't think that with Caitlin Clark back in the lineup, I don't think they will. Oh, and that's tomorrow night. I'm gonna have real fun tomorrow night.
So, so if you're paying attention, you might want to book your tickets to see the Indiana Fever play for the Commissioner's Cup. Because we was the one team they needed to beat to have a shot to making it.
Yeah,
and they got it done.
Yeah, New York was undefeated on the season and in Commissioner's Cup play coming into Saturday.
So, congratulations to Kaden Clark. Congratulations to the Indiana Fever. Unfortunately, we'll see how my team responds, and unfortunately, with that, it's the Atlanta Dream that's coming to Brooklyn.
And Atlanta has gotten their act together.
So we'll see how that goes. We'll see if we treat them like Minnesota treated the Sparks.
101-78 was that final.
Yeah.
Ooh, and that was before I came on the air.
You want to talk about a team that was pissed off? Minnesota was pissed off.
Minnesota has played pissed off all season.
They got more pissed off when they lost.
Yes.
Man, Minnesota give the Sparks a Rodney Dangerfield treatment.
No respect.
I get no respect over here. I get no respect.
Okay, Shane Dangerfield.
Yeah. This might be an interesting season if people will actually pay attention to the league, because this is getting very interesting.
I want you to say that again, please. I want you to say that again to all these wannabe fans.
If y'all would actually pay attention to the league as a whole, you will see it's been a very interesting season. Right now, you can say New York and Minnesota are clear-cut 1 and 2, but the Dream got something to say.
Yep.
Phoenix Mercury got something to say.
Absolutely.
Okay. You got Indiana got something to say.
The W is wide open. Whenever it comes to like the playoff picture, the W is always wide open.
And remember the way
playoffs can make it there.
And remember the way the playoffs work. It's the top 8 teams. They don't seed them by conference. It's the top 8 teams that get in.
Now
we gotta wait, but we got a ways to go this season.
That was pre-Father's Day for Snowman. Let's go to Father's Day, because for once, Snowman doesn't have to get critical about the Chicago Sky.
I don't.
They look like an actual professional team for once. Albeit it was against the Connecticut Suns. But
wait, listen. They whipped the Connecticut Suns' ass, okay? Angel Reese dropped a triple-double, her first ever. I have more to say about that later. But they actually looked, what's the word I'm looking for that my wife teaches me a lot? Cohesive.
Like I said, Carmelo showed up. Carmelo Cardoso showed up.
They looked.
And look how it happened. Angel Reese with a triple-double. Second youngest with a triple-double, because we all know who's the youngest with it. Because she actually did it last year. And matter of fact, actually, she did against the Liberty, too. At that.
Yep.
Which more adds more salt to the room for me.
But it's not a race. That's the thing. It's not a race.
It's not. Haley Van Lent went for 16.
Yeah.
Who have I been calling for to let them cook?
Haley
Van Lith.
You've been saying it for a minute.
He's been saying that since Haley was drafted to Chicago.
You cooked the entire organization last week and said that needed to happen.
He did it on his program, and
I was saying on both shows. On this show
Listen,
and on shooting lights out.
You cooked them on his program very well, I might add, and he sure roasted their asses here. But yesterday, an ass whooping in favor of a team on a holiday, to go with a running joke that Playmaker came up with here on the program.
Yep.
Out loud. Ain't the playoffs, so that's good.
This is true. This is true because playoffs and ass whoopings go hand in hand.
We'll be having another dreadful segment.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, we would have, but
right.
All I gotta say is I'm happy for Angel Reese. And here's my issue with some of these wannabe fans. I can't call you fan of the WNBA. The woman got a triple-double, but y'all want to focus on she going 2 for 7. Y'all do realize she went to the free throw line 7 times and she hit all 7 of them.
All 7. She was perfect.
Good.
She was perfect from the free throw line. That is one of the things that
So you're telling me we're going to disqualify because of the field goal attempts? That's what we're doing.
They are.
Everyone's going to find some way to kind of put an asterisk to everything. I've seen it with pretty much every basketball player. Even if you have a basketball that does well, they're like, but what about this, though?
Yeah. Stephen Curry, anybody? Michael Jordan, anybody? And yes, I'm bringing up Michael Jordan because we've seen the asterisks. There we go. That since you know who showed up, the greatest scorer of all time,
and I'll say even him.
Yeah,
I'll say even him. He's had some great moments, and people put asterisks next to those.
I was guilty of that.
So it's like,
I want y'all to pay attention, man. We got a good season ahead of us in the WNBA. A very good season. Now, the Aces, on the other hand, they need Asia Wilson back as fast as possible.
Quickly, please.
Injury?
Yep.
Injury?
Concussion.
Ooh, concussion. No.
That's gonna be a week or so.
So Snowman, the reason why you haven't seen Asia Wilson when the Aces were playing because she's out with a concussion.
That would be the reason.
She was out with a concussion.
Ooh, boy.
That part I didn't catch. Thanks for catching me up.
Yeah, that's why you didn't see Asia Wilson. She has a concussion. So you have to wait on that. But they need her back because
badly. Because
the other teams, they are coming. They are not playing this go around.
And they're not playing. They're not playing around.
Mm-hmm.
They are not playing around.
And another thing is WNBA. Now I do have a bone to pick with y'all though.
Uh-oh.
So you gave me Chicago and Connecticut to kick off Father's Day. No biggie. No biggie.
I'm laughing because I think I know where this is going. I just wanted to be sure.
Matter of fact, you put that game on national television so everybody can watch it. You ain't have to worry about.
I knew it. I knew it.
Straight to CBS. There you go. 12 noon Eastern. Chicago and Connecticut.
I knew he was sports. I knew he was going there with this one. I knew it.
You know what game they put on CBS Sports? They put Atlanta beating the brace off the Mystics in the capital, by the way.
Oh, they beat them down.
And by the way, when y'all gonna start talking about Alicia Gray?
Oh, I do it all the time. I know how good Alicia Gray is. I've seen her 4 times already in this young season. Alicia Gray is not one to be. Give me this button.
Yeah,
I'll finish it, and I'll finish it well. And Playmaker will be proud of me, and so will my wife for using the edit button. Alicia Gray is a player that is not to be with
at all.
Like, I know you want Ryan Howard to be the face of the franchise, but Alicia Gray is the one that is.
She is the true one.
Alicia Gray is the face of the franchise.
That woman there is a baller.
Yes, she is.
Good gracious.
And
But-
she is a well-coached shooter.
But
He's
you
a
know
hell of a
what
shooter.
game that was not televised? That
which one
nobody
is that?
can watch? The Phoenix Mercury at the Las Vegas Aces.
Oh no.
Oh, that wasn't televised. That's wild.
The game of the day is the one that you can't watch.
I knew he was going there with that one.
Because you have to pay money.
You had to put it. They had to put it behind the paywall. I'm sorry about that, gentlemen.
I'm like, wait a minute.
They have to pay money.
And that was a game that I wanted to watch. Is that game?
It was the Phoenix Mercury and the Vegas Aces.
Aces. Mhm. Actually, you know what's funny? Late in the day yesterday, my mom invited me to come over. My cousin Roz was actually watching the game on her tablet. That's how I got a chance to see that game.
Wouldn't you know it? Oh, and I am investing in the league pass for the W, and I got several reasons we'll touch on later. Go on.
So that game I can't watch, which is one of the teams that I had on my list as to being one of the top 5 teams in the Phoenix Mercury.
Right. Right.
Have they proved me wrong yet?
Let's see. Bishop, I think we're going to need you to answer that question. Have the Phoenix Mercury proven the playmaker wrong? Yes.
I had that.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
Quit messing around in my truck.
Man, I'm not the one messing around in the truck. I had that queued up for you.
Oh, I'm just saying because
Yeah.
my girl Satu Saba with another 22 piece. I don't even know how many games this girl has.
Sabali was a great pickup for Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Sabali was an absolute great pickup for Phoenix.
I don't know how many times this girl will score 20 in the 12 games that they played already. And this girl is just.
I believe the number is 9. 9 out of 12.
Satu Saba, like. I'm trying to educate people. You might not have known her because she was out with injury last year. That's why the Dallas Wings struggled.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's at Phoenix. Oh, she's going to take over that team because she's that good.
Yep. He has taken over that team.
And guess what? Khalil Copper been out for like, I think, 2-3 weeks?
2 weeks.
And they are 8-4.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning they are winning without Khalil Copper. They are winning without Alicia Thomas because Alicia Thomas missed about 4 games already.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on now.
One rebuild. One couple players in the right places.
Yes.
And there you go.
So there you go. You have Minnesota on top, New York second. Number 3 is the Atlanta Dream.
And watch for them going forward. Watch for them.
Well, I got to deal with them tomorrow. So,
what time's your tip off?
Same time as Connecticut and Indiana.
7 p.m.
Wow.
Which is another problem I got with the WB. I'm gonna need y'all to work on y'all scheduling, like legit.
Agreed. I agree with that.
Y'all have 6 games tomorrow. In of the 6, only 2 against show, and they both on NBA TV. Snowman's game, and then after that, Storm at Sparks. But you have the Atlanta Dream at New York, and it'll make it real funny. And Victor, this gonna hurt you.
Oh God.
You also have at 8 p.m. the Las Vegas Aces visiting the Minnesota Lynx.
Okay. I'm going to be busy tomorrow because I'm going to peek at that one in my rearview mirror.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to peek at that one in my rearview mirror and do one of my sports machine specials that Victor has hung out with me for on 3 separate occasions.
Yep.
Don't ask me how I'm going to provide play-by-play for both of those games.
You've done it more than once.
Don't ask me how I'm going to mix in game 6 Stanley Cup final. Don't ask.
Sometime your droid is going to be involved.
No.
It's my thing.
Celebrating that with my father. What are you talking about, Victor?
You have to come in anyway because you did the same thing for the Super Bowl. I don't want to hear it.
Listen,
wait a minute. It's a chance for the Panthers to clinch on home ice. He's
I'm
not
going to
passing
make
that
this
up with his
clear.
father, and I don't blame him.
I called game 1 and we lost. I haven't called a game since when we're winning the series. I am not going to be.
You're not trying to jinx it.
So you know what, Joy? You do not call that game, and Florida Panthers do not screw this up and lose at home again.
Please don't.
Please
If
don't.
we lose at home,
Finish the
save
series.
Edmonds in the cup.
Hey, Droid, I will beg the Florida Panthers myself. Even though my official pick was the Oilers, I knew this one would be a great series.
I am ready for your apology if we win.
Oh,
Well, you're getting it. You're getting it now. You're getting it now. Okay, you're getting it now. Finish the series, please. I'm already bald, but I'm pulling my hair out watching that stuff.
But the big question for the Oilers is, who do you even put in net?
You don't. You let Florida pepper the net and finish it with a blowout at home. Playmaker, the floor is yours.
Goalies have been
Horrible,
completely mauled.
Yeah, that's because Florida does something very, very well. In fact, they led the league in. They shoot the damn puck.
I mean, it's how a conversation like this. You know how ironic it is? It's the Florida. It's the state of Florida is the one that's winning hockey championships. Think about it.
Yes.
State of Florida.
State of Florida, folks.
Yeah, we never hear the end of it.
Because the state of Florida should not be known for hockey.
No, it shouldn't.
Why do you think Arizona don't got a team anymore, Playmaker?
Florida should not be known for hockey, but here we are.
But I want to
between the Lightning and the Panthers. There's like 5, maybe 6 championships if they can close it out tomorrow.
I want to shut down this conspiracy theory that because it's a no tax state that it gets an advantage. There's a thing called a salary cap, and that's supposed to defer from that no tax thing. So
no.
Get that BS out of here.
No.
I'll shut that down. Now back to my WNBA issue. 6 games tomorrow.
Yes.
6 games tomorrow. Shane, can you guess how many games is on Wednesday?
No. I don't need to guess. I can take a look.
One game.
One.
And that game is not even televised.
What's the game on Wednesday that's not televised?
Mercury at Connecticut.
Get the... Shut up, Brian. Shut up, Brian. Really? I finally find my niche. And they can't... You know what? I'm going to find a way to televise that game. I'm going to find a way to broadcast that game.
I'm just saying, you have 6 games tomorrow. You only broadcasting 2 of them, and you only have 1 game on Wednesday.
One.
But I wanted to talk about Alicia Gray. So I was texting the group chat yesterday after that game, and I was like, the Dream might be one of the few teams one of the couple teams in the WNBA that can challenge the Liberty for the title.
We'll see that in September, should it come to pass. Because remember the wrinkle that the W put in a few years ago. It's not the top teams in each conference now. It's the top 8 teams.
So
it's the top 8 teams. In
which
each
makes
series,
it more of a dogfight for each game.
Yes.
And the other wrinkle that they threw in, the WNBA Finals is no longer 5 games. It's a full 7.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
the
a
thing
full
is,
7.
we could have get the button ready. We could have our own WNBA.
Oh.
Game 7.
I'm expecting it.
So yes, Alicia Gray doing her thing.
Mm-hmm.
Too softly is making me looking very good right now.
And then some.
But goddamn it, that best woman in the WNBA title is making his way up to Minnesota. That can feature Collier.
Hey, I have no qualms, issues, complaints, whatever about Nafisa Collier. None.
If you do, get out.
You get out, fool.
This woman here.
Mm.
If you want to look for somebody who has that Kobe that Mamba mentality, where no words are spoken, just action.
That's number 24 in Minnesota.
No words are being spoken, just actions.
And the thing is, she got that dog in her.
She's been had that dog in her. Where the hell have you been?
We've all seen it.
Where the hell have you been?
Watching the Stanley Cup final. Anyways.
I mean, think about this. And Snowman Victor, y'all know y'all WNBA. This woman's averaging 26 points a game.
26.
Shooting 53.3 from the field. And 44.4% from three-point range.
Oh my.
Yep.
93% from the free throw line.
The free throw line. So she's going 50, 40, and 90 already while averaging 26.6 per game.
Beast mode.
She came out after the 5-game loss to New York in the WNBA finals. She didn't resume beast mode. She upped her beast mode.
Mm-hmm.
When I told y'all, the only team I fear is Minnesota. You see why?
Yep.
They are on a revenge tour.
Big time.
Yeah.
I
that
saw
Liv
that
Morgan revenge tour.
I saw that the first night they played Dallas. And Nafisa Collier was shut out in the first quarter of that game. Let me repeat that. First WNBA game I did this year was the Minnesota Lynx and the Dallas Wings.
Mm-hmm.
Nafisa Collier was shut out in the first quarter of that game.
Shut out.
Yeah, but then the other 3 quarters happened.
Finished with 32 points.
That's it. And then the other 3 quarters happened. And that's the thing that's going to be hurting Dallas is Dallas can play good defense, but only for 1 quarter, apparently.
Mm-hmm. She finished with 32 points in 24 minutes.
So while y'all are harping on Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, Nafisa Collier is up there in Minnesota, giving everybody to work.
But here's the thing, though. Nafisa Collier doesn't need the accolade of being the MVP. She just shows you why she deserves it.
Nafisa Collier wants the big trophy.
Yes.
As they used to say on WMVP back home in Chicago, Nafisa Collier wants the big trophy.
The big one.
The Nafisa Collier is going for the big trophy. Just like Gary Meyer used to say on WMVP back home in Chicago in June of 1991.
Mm-hmm.
They're going for the big trophy. They're on a revenge tour. Thank you, Playmaker. They're on a revenge tour.
The Liv Morgan revenge
and
tour.
They're blowing people out with no problem.
And before I end this, so we can go to break, shout out to the Golden State Valkyries. These ladies,
man,
they playing ball.
They're gonna sneak in the playoffs.
Northern California strikes again.
I'm calling it right now. Golden State will surprise everyone and they'll sneak in the playoffs.
Like I said,
it'll be as a low seed, but they're sneaking in.
Like I said, Northern California strikes again.
Matter of fact, they're not going to sneak in. They're going to blow the doors off the joint. They're going to blow the doors off the joint. And we have to visit them Thursday night. So that's a late night for me.
Kayla Thornton, which pains me to say that name, is the way that she's going, she might turn into the face of the Valkyries because she is on one.
She is not playing around. Kayla Thornton is on a couple of them, not just one.
Every time I turn around, the Valkyries won. I look up, Kayla Thornton. Good gracious. See, this is why I'm mad that she had to get drafted by y'all and didn't stay with New York. You know how helpful that would be? Even though there'll be me being greedy, but hey, I want another championship, so what?
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
We go to a break.
I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
Oops.
Fair enough. We're gonna talk about the NBA.
Not yet. We're not.
You go to break. I know someone has a
Oh, shut up. Let's go to a break.
I want to talk about the NBA.
You're fired.
No. If we're gonna do this,
the first couple of times I did that as a joke to Droid, Droid would get mad at me. What? You fired. There we go. Let's take a break. When we come back, I have a few things to say about Saturday's game in Indianapolis, Indiana. Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
We were always hippies at heart, I guess, and that was one way that we showed it before we became full-time RVers.
Yeah, we were definitely living small and minimally.
What made us decide to go with Battleborn was everyone from their top leadership team down to their service department helped us so much the whole way through. Our relationship with Battleborn is so much more than business. And me and Dennis love to jam together. We've played together multiple times, and that's been an awesome transition. Be able to learn so much more about the business, also just make some awesome friends.
They said the W couldn't catch fire, but in Indiana, the fever's already burning. Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, Full Court Fever tips off on Snowman Multimedia. All in on the WNBA. All eyes on the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell. The next dynasty in the making? Join Brian Snow for the deep dives, the hot takes, and the real stories from the hardwood. Full Court Fever, Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern, only on Snowman Multimedia. This is Fever Basketball.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Whether it's the men's college game,
the way that this season has been going, anything is possible.
The women's college game,
and how passionate Angel Reese was at that press conference, they got their mojo now.
The WNBA,
AJ Williams stood 1-2, followed by Brittany Griner, Aaliyah Boston, Jackie Young,
or the NBA.
The Lakers had a 0.8 chance of winning. And then what happened in the fourth quarter? LeBron James by himself outdid the Clippers.
You will get any and all of the information right at your fingertips or your earlobes. Join the Playmaker as he breaks down all things basketball in Shooting Lights Out on the Playmaker's blog, network, YouTube channel, and where you can find podcasts. Because we take this job so serious.
All of it, between 2 people and 4 nostrils, all of it was gone. What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Don't ask me where I found that.
Oh, brother.
Don't ask me where I found that.
I don't
Are you
even
all right,
wanna know.
playmaker? Because your head is like about to bang against the microphone.
All I gotta say is nothing surprises me on this show anymore.
Facts.
Nothing surprises me on the show anymore.
Facts.
He don't know me very well, do he?
You must have forgot who was my co-host on 2 of my shows.
Fair. Touche. Fair enough. And the way he went out, I hate you. I bleeping hate you and him.
I didn't know he was gonna go that route.
Yeah, you did.
No, if you actually watched the entire show,
I know. I know he sprung that on. He sprung that on everybody. But your reaction to said incident. It
just happened to be the last one he did.
The last one.
It just so happened to be the last one he did. So I'm like, you know what? Hey, that's how he. Not showing it to him. This is how you went out.
And that was the note you sent me also. When you sent me that clip and you said, this is how he went out.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw that, and all I had to hear him say was, it needs to happen. I fell out.
It needs to happen. We need to see it. We need to see this.
I don't want to see that.
And you know the crazy thing is, I got him.
Remind me how you got him.
So if you remember, he was talking about from the east to the west, all this other stuff from that to the abyss, and I hit the button to go straight out. I ain't say nothing. I just went. I hit the close out button right there. I said click.
Nope. Nope.
He said
nope. Nope it out.
And they got him because he thought I was gonna say something. I ain't say nothing. I just went straight. I just went straight to the outro.
We need to see it. No, we don't.
We don't need to see that. Okay. I have a few things to do. Well, I got one. I got one thing to do, and it's this.
Really?
Shut up.
Oh hell.
Oh no.
I ain't been here in a while because I've been sleeping.
Well, who woke your grumpy ass up?
You shut your grumpy ass up. You took a ass loving motherfucker.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing if this is the first time I get to meet you, this has got to be about the other team in Indianapolis and not the one I just talked about in the first part of the show.
The Indiana Pacers sorely up. I'll say that again because my better have echoed it. The Indiana Pacers sorely up and handed the series back to Oklahoma City, and there should be no basketball in Oklahoma City, but that's a discussion for another time. I have to be fair, and I gotta stay on task, or a woman will come behind me and not offer me a back rub.
From the backwoods of Mississippi, folks.
That's all I got to say. The Indiana Pacers sorely up and off this series and handed it back to Oklahoma City like the dumb motherfuckers they are after choking a 12-point lead in the fourth quarter of the game on Friday night.
Oh my god!
Now we got to go to that barren place called the Paycom Center and try to steal in Game 5 of the finals to bring it back to Indianapolis and win the thing.
Come in, hold up.
Stop it. Get some help.
You're fired.
Lord have mercy.
What are you yelping about?
I ain't yelping.
Only thing I kept trying to ask was, dear Indiana Pacers, well, quit pushing buttons, damn it.
You're the one that fired my ass. I'm not pushing them.
Dear Indiana Pacers, how do you that up? How in God's name do you that up in Indianapolis with a 2-1 series lead and a double-digit lead all throughout the ball game in that mother place we call in Cambridge Fieldhouse? And you did up by letting a false MVP come alive in the fourth quarter with 14 points and allow him to score and get to the free throw line every chance he got in that game. What the is wrong with you in that game up the way you it up and continue to it up unless you can steal game 5 tonight? And I think old Snowman has the call for that game. And I better not hear a out of him or I'm gonna beat his ass.
You can't do that.
You
can't do that either.
You, and you, as he would say.
Again, you can't do that.
Shut up.
No.
Off.
No. I'll have your mouth brushed out with soap.
You're gonna have to catch me first, you stupid.
I've already caught you more than once. Just wait till you get drunk enough.
Yeah, but you didn't keep me, you stupid soul.
Well, that's called false imprisonment.
I don't give a if you're a detective or not. You're the dumb detective ass can catch me, you idiot.
But I've already caught you more than once, though.
Shut up. You ain't beating me with a roasted chicken from Jewel food stores and this already.
Would you rather be beaten by a chicken from Boston Market?
Boston Market and everything they offer in that.
Maybe rotisserie gold from KFC then.
I'll shove that down your throat and you won't have a chance to react to it.
I've eaten roasted chickens before.
That ain't what the she said.
That ain't what who said. Right?
I couldn't hold it. I couldn't hold it.
That was not supposed to happen.
No, it wasn't.
And the playmaker is gone. He is gone.
I didn't think I'd be able to get him. But you guys have to understand. I'm glad I had the sunglasses on because I got tears coming down my face and I couldn't hold it anymore.
Just the bleep and the bleep game and the bleep Oklahoma City.
You know what? I was gonna save this for later when we were gonna talk about somebody else, but this deserves it, and I'm lovingly pushing this new button.
You're an idiot. I am so sick of your stupidity.
Oh my god!
Wow.
And this is why back in the late 90s, Bernie Mac did the thing about the whole MF coming from black people.
Yes, he did. Oh my gosh. Gentlemen.
I'm saying, and I'm just hearing Bernie Mac in my head. I'm like, this is why Bernie Mac did it.
I didn't playmaker. I didn't think I'd get you, but I will tell you all honestly.
He said, "Don't surprise him," and then we did that.
Army and Sick Diggy into the chat.
I'm gonna put it to you like me and my brother put it. yesterday when we was talking with the family.
Yes.
When we watch Lamar Jackson on TV and we see what he does.
Agreed.
When they came to Jacksonville to play the Jaguars on Sunday Night Football and you get to watch it personally, it's different.
Yes, it is.
I watched the commissioner from the background being a part of it live.
It's different.
Yes.
It's not surprising. It's different.
It's different.
When you have a front row seat to it.
I couldn't. I just couldn't.
I had to stop.
You lost it. You lost it completely.
I had to stop in mid-sentence because forget a slow burn like we did to Cole Johnson so many times over. Forget the slow burn.
That was a flash fire.
That was a flash fire waiting to happen.
I honestly, the detective was not supposed to come out.
No.
But I figured, why not?
No. I didn't expect the detective to come out. I really didn't.
I was just going to be me. And
I didn't expect. I honestly did not expect.
As we about to reach the top of the hour, Snowman's about to laugh for what I'm going to say. I didn't know Victor had a detective part in him.
Oh yeah,
but since Victor has a detective part in him, can you go down to Orlando and investigate that dumbass trade we did?
He'll need a bottle of Jack, but he will get on it.
Hell, I give him the bottle of Jack for free. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I like Desmond Bain.
Yes.
Two players and 4 picks.
For Desmond bleeping Bain. Where's Chris Base when we need him? I believe
right here.
What in the all types of blue hell
was that?
Oh my god. I see a Desmond Bain trade. Yeah, I
couldn't believe it. I could not and
I had
do
to
not
say it
believe
and I had to tell my this is why it's hard to be a Magic fan. Because at some point in time, they're gonna make something. They're gonna do something that don't make no sense.
They're gonna do something
Desmond Bain.
They're gonna do something very stupid.
Yes, Desmond Bain's the type of guard we need who can shoot from the outside. Yes,
right.
I know that.
Right.
You gave up 2 players. KCP, Cole Anthony, and you gave up 4 number.
They gave up
picks.
Cole Anthony?
Yes, Cole Anthony is part of that trade too.
Then gave up Cole Anthony.
And you gave up 4 first-round picks.
Sit. Hold the phone. Stop. He says, hold the phone. Stop. Penalty flag on the field. Cole Anthony?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Give me this button.
No.
Playmaker tell me that the Orlando Magic shipped Cole Anthony out for Desmond Bain.
Oh no.
2 players and 4 picks.
Yeah.
For Desmond Bain.
For 1 Desmond Bain.
You know, that's kind of like what the Red Sox did with Rafael Devers, shipping him to a good team. That's kind of like, shut up.
Don't be telling me to shut up. I'll be dealing with the Red Sox later.
You shut up, Father. I'll stomp you in the nuts and walk it dry.
Oh, my son, I may need those later.
That ain't what she said.
I'll definitely have to look into this trade more now.
Really?
I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with me today.
I'm sorry, but yes, that
trade happened.
That trade happened.
Oh God, Victor, we gonna need you. I'll repeat Playmaker's request. We're gonna need you to investigate that.
What do you think I got to talk about later on today?
That.
Because just realize how flagrant foul on the Orlando Magic.
I wish it was a flagrant foul, but it made the around the hardwood segment.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't got time to. It's the 4 picks that get me.
Yes.
Yeah, the 4 picks that could kill a
That's
team.
something. Wait a minute. I don't know if I can make this comparison fairly, but that's kind of like what the Brooklyn Nets did a few years ago.
Well, the thing is that if you're gonna give away 4 number 1 picks, this guy is gonna have to be like your franchise player. He's gonna be like your franchise player for the next couple of years.
That's asking a lot.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. We got what we needed, but
you gave up
all
too
that.
much. You gave
Why
up entirely.
all that?
You gave up entirely too much.
If you would have did Cole Anthony, KCP, 1, maybe 2 picks, all right, I'll live with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll live with it.
Dig it. Can dig that.
But KCP, Cole Anthony, and 4 first-round picks?
And 4 first-round picks.
Find out that this trade was a smoke screen. The ownership from the Pittsburgh Steelers took over the ownership of the Orlando Magic.
Ladies and gentlemen, why are these jokes being made, ladies and gentlemen? Because quite frankly, yes, Aaron.
Yes, Aaron, it is you.
Unfortunately, that doesn't apply here, Victor.
Damn.
Now it does.
You know it doesn't apply because you're talking to a long-time Magic fan, and I guess Snowman forgot how the Magic organization used to run. We're talking about the same organization. We're talking about the same organization after the 2009 finals when we got beat 4-1 by the Lakers. Just decided to blow the whole damn team.
Just blew it up. Just blew it to smithereens. Playmaker, I am very familiar with how the Orlando Magic came to be, how they were run once before, even back-to-back first-round picks through that era. And through 2009, when they beat your king, which ain't my king, by the way. And then they just decided to push the plunger and blow the whole thing up. And they blew up the old Orlando arena with it.
So I know Victor was trying to be funny, but this is a recurring thing. But
it is.
It's a recurring thing, so it's not just something that just happened.
No, this is a recurring thing. At some point in time, they're gonna do something stupid. And I'm sitting here like,
which means instead of it being the ownership of the Pittsburgh Steelers, it's the ownership of the Cleveland Browns.
Victor, let me put it this way: this is the same team where in 1996, after they got obliterated by the Chicago Bulls, pushed the plunger and blew it up.
As I said, instead of being the ownership of the Pittsburgh Steelers, it's a group that's done even more dumb stuff for a longer time, which means the ownership of the Cleveland Browns.
No, this is just Orlando. Period.
Well, that was its own level of stupid.
This is Orlando. Period. You. Jordan comes back and Jordan usurps his dominance, and then you trade Shaq to LA. That changes everything.
Yes, it does.
You go back in 2009, you get beat by the Lakers, and then you send Dwight Howard to the team that beat you.
The Orlando organization of magical morons.
And matter of fact, after you blew it up, your answer to the rebuild is Vince Carter, who is on the downturn of his career.
Yes. Right. He was on the
I remember that. I mean, I
love Vince Carter, but he was on a downturn at the time.
This is a recurring theme with Orlando. And in many ways, given the Falcons, it's a recurring thing with them. Kirk 2 Chainz Cousins. Hello. Why are we making Steelers jokes in the middle of all this? Because, yes, Aaron, it is you. And now I got to come up with one for Desmond Bain. Damn it.
And you know what? I got to give Snowman credit on this one.
Yes, sir.
You've been very more complimentary of LeBron. I commend you for that. You have not been solely taking at his throat like you did. You have laid off.
Why? Because yes, LeBron, it is you. It has always been you. It is you now. It will forever be you forever and ever.
I think the
amen.
Other thing is with like LeBron again is
and
not
I took out the dog with that piece of timing.
I think the thing is that it's not. I think the thing is that it's not LeBron. Again, it's not LeBron the person.
It's not
that
LeBron.
He have
listen,
the problem with. It's
not
just
LeBron.
the fan base
it's
that he is.
Exactly.
I know that.
It's not.
But
it's not LeBron. Listen.
Usually when he does that is at LeBron. I'm like, he has shifted now. He has stopped
because it's not. Well, what the hell am I talking about? Yes, LeBron, it is you, but it's more the LeBron sexuals, not just LeBron. I had to realize that because of the stupid, idiotic bleep blank. Give me this button here, because of the stupid information these LeBron sexuals posting this motherfucker all the time, and I'm sick of it.
That's why I'm commending you for realizing. Okay, I'm going that LeBron. I need to switch gears.
Yes, I had to switch gears. And I'll tell you what really prompted the change in gears. Not just you guys. There's a pretty lady behind me that posed a question to me one night, and she says, "Why don't you go at the Bron sexuals more?" A light turned on. Well, speaking of lights, Cole started this with this, and then I won't even say it out loud. Then this showed up. Then this showed up. And thank you, dog, for that one. And then this showed up, courtesy of Victor. This is my creation. This one is from Victor. And the last one, this one is from the dog.
Mustard! Did you really just hear mustard? Really?
Yes, that's my fault. That's my fault.
Yeah, Victor mentioned that he looks like he eats mustard, and then on Friday,
if you look at that picture, Playmaker. If you should, doesn't he look like he eat mustard with a spoon?
How he said it was how it was said during Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance. That's what I said.
That was me. That was me. I did that on Friday and broke the whole place up. Because
eats mustard with a damn spoon.
When Victor said he looks like he eats
like he's got a bottle of French's mustard in one hand and a silver spoon in the other.
And a big silver spoon in the other. I play that and I yell mustard and the whole place breaks up.
And dog loses it.
Dog walked out.
Now.
Dog walked out. Okay. Speaking of mustard, the father is next.
I believe we've done hit halftime.
We at halftime.
We are
the ID. Scoreboard update.
I'm going from the commissioner to the father.
Yep.
Yes.
So when we come back, we have a little bit of business to take care of, and then the father returns with the blessing, not a benediction. We'll save that for later. But the Playmaker, you'll want a front seat. You'll want a front row seat for this one. Back after the half.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Now, I'm known as the guy who can fix just about anything, but the technology in most appliances requires very special training to fix. And that's why my family has Choice Home Warranty.
Choice Home Warranty covers over 25 major home systems and appliances. That's your AC, heating, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and so much more.
Call Choice Home Warranty now before something breaks down.
Get protection for your heating, AC, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and more.
Call 800-973-6121.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete! 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 Delete!
Join these 2 football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life-holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Whether it's the men's college game,
the way that this season has been going, yeah, anything is possible.
The women's college game,
And how passionate Angel Reese was at that press conference, they got their mojo now.
The WNBA,
AJ Williams on Twitter 1 and 2, followed by Brittany Griner, Aaliyah Boston, Jackie Young,
or the NBA.
The Lakers had a 0.8 chance of winning. And then what happened in the fourth quarter? LeBron James by himself outdid the Clippers.
You will get any and all of the information right at your fingertips or your earlobes. Join the Playmaker as he breaks down all things basketball in Shooting Lights Out on the Playmakers blog, network, YouTube channel, and where you can find podcasts. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Victor, I'm reading it now. We owe you an ID. Let's pause for station identification. This is Snowman in the Morning.
It's the Worldwide Sports Radio Network.
This is WBWS-DB, Chicago. This is WJKS, Indianapolis. This is WSMM-DB, Indianapolis, Louisville, Cincinnati.
Phew.
All right.
There's some scores you need to do, Victor. Take it away.
Let's go ahead and get started with the Snowman SeatGeek scoreboard update brought to you by SeatGeek. Use Go Snowman to get $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek, where fans can fan, whether it's on a concert or on the hard court. All right, let's go ahead and start with some WNBA. As yesterday, the Sky beat the Suns 78-66. The Dream beat the Mystics 89-56, and the Mercury took down the Aces 76-70. We don't have any games today, but tomorrow's games will have the Dream see the Liberty of New York. The Suns take it on the Fever, so we have to call on that at 6 p.m. tomorrow. And the Aces will take on the Lynx. The Valkyries will take on the Wings. The Sky hosts the Mystics. The Sparks host the Storm. Let's go ahead and get into the MLB on the around the horn and on the diamond as we start off with what happened yesterday in MLB. The Reds take down the Tigers 8-4. The Orioles smack around the Angels something serious 11-2.
Spank.
The Rockies also spanked the Braves 10-1. The Marlins beat the Braves 3-1. The Red Sox blanked the Yankees 2-0. The Phillies beat the Blue Jays 11-4. The Rays blanked the Mets 9-0. The Athletics take down the Royals 3-2. The Brewers take down the Cardinals 3-2. The Astros take down the Twins 2-1. The Cubs somehow come up with a miracle and beat the Pirates 3-2. The Rangers take down the White Sox 2-1. The Mariners blank the Guardians 6-0. The Padres take down the Diamondbacks 8-2. And the Dodgers took down the Giants for 5-4. Today's games will this way.
And I've got the matchups for today's games.
All right, today's games will this way. Starting off at 5:40 p.m., you have the Philadelphia Phillies, JJ's favorite team, taking on the fish called the Florida Marlins.
Fish.
It's Mick Abel being countered by Sandy Alcantara.
Next up, you have the Washington Nationals taking on the Colorado Rockies, and that is in the capital.
Carson Palmquist versus Jake Irvin.
We have the Yankees hosting the Angels. Who's on the bump for those teams?
It's Jose Soriano for the Angels and Clark Schmidt for the Yankees.
Them Rays, we're taking on the Baltimore Orioles, and that is in Tampa. Who's taking up the bump?
It's Zach Eflin for the Orioles and Ryan Pepois for the Rays.
We have the Red Sox going all the way to Seattle to take on the Mariners.
Lucas Giolito coming off his big game last time out versus Logan Gilbert.
The big time team here in the AL, the Astros, taking on the Athletics. Who's on the bump for that at 9:05?
The A's have yet to announce who their starter is going to be, but the Astros will be throwing Lance McCullers.
Oh, McCullers is back.
And the 9-10 nightcap. The 9-10 nightcap is the Dodgers taking on the Padres.
Dylan Cease versus LA's opener, Shohei Ohtani.
Oh,
hell. An opener that's going to go 9 innings.
Well, they're only predicting him to go 1 because this is his first start.
It's his first
since
start.
August 2023.
All right, is your scores?
22 months. Finish it, Victor.
There's your scores, and that has been your Snowman SeatGeek scoreboard update. Brought to you again by SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Whether you want to see the Super Bowl in person, whether you want to see the NBA World Championship in person, Game 5 of which is tonight, and I'll have the call for that. No matter what you want to see, SeatGeek has a seat for you. They rank your seats on a 1 to 10 scale, with 10 being very good. Go to SeatGeek.com or use the link in the YouTube description below. For those of you that are tuning us in via YouTube, use the code Snowman to get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
The all-important Game 5. And you got it tied 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
I already said what I need to say.
And it now is a best 2 out of 3 with
it's the best 2 out
I
of 3.
do believe Game 5 and Game 7 are in the same building.
No.
Yes, they are.
Yes. I'm still stuck on 2-3-2. It is 5 and 7. They switched it back to 2-2 and 1-1-1 in 2014.
So Indiana, you're handed the home court back to OKC. And do you think you're gonna be able to win in there twice?
Yes.
We'll see.
All they got to do is win one.
They did. They won game 1.
They're going to win game either if it goes 7, they win game 7. But I think they'll win tonight. I believe they will be pissed off enough to win game 5 tonight and then wrap it up at home.
They cannot play with their food again.
They can't. No, Indiana severely.
Yeah, hold on. Wait. Victor, what happened in game 1 though?
Game 1,
Oklahoma City played with their food.
played all the way until they started playing with their food and fumbled the ball.
So we're even, right?
At the 1 yard line.
So we're even, right?
They did what the Cowboys usually do at the 1 yard line against the Eagles.
So both teams
wait.
Led most of the game, and all of a sudden they dropped it at home.
They dropped it at home. They sure did. And the bad part is in both games, 1 and 4, I beg your pardon, both home teams held a double-digit lead. So basically, both teams did what Tuukka Rask did in only 17 seconds.
And you know what make it so bad for Indiana?
What?
This is what happened with OKC. OKC, all you heard was off speed, Graffinito.
Oh no! Thank you, Chris Berman. And of course, that clip that Victor echoed was from 2005.
All right. So what happened, Playmaker?
So you finally got over your game 3 hump.
Mm-hmm.
To turn around and do something that you never did in game 4. You dropped game 4.
Yeah.
And dropping game 4, you gave the advantage right back to the number 1 team in the entire association.
Yeah, we've seen it before.
You do not give that team that advantage again.
Oh, sure we do.
Once you take it.
Oh, sure we do.
And you know what? And you know what the problem is now?
Yeah.
Shea is being the MVP that he is.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Williams has come alive. And the answer to y'all TJ McConnell answer, y'all can't stop Alex Caruso, who is backdooring y'all to death.
Not tonight.
Snowman.
I'm speaking. Listen to me.
I know what you're doing, but you have watched the first 4 games.
I've called the first 4 games. Are you kidding me? I'm messing around here. I am speaking directly as a homer because there's a Pacer fan behind me. I get it. I understand. I am messing around, speaking directly as a homer. I'm speaking directly as a homer who will say to me later today while I'm taking care of stuff around the house, you got to call game 5 right. You're going to have to call the game correctly. I absolutely know what's going on. I've been around basketball 40 plus years. You don't give OKC the home court advantage in a cleverly wrapped gift box, which is what exactly. Why do you think I went off in the first hour?
And guess what?
Included.
You haven't really heard Chad Holmgren name throughout the first 4 games. So when he comes to the party, what does that do for Indiana?
Well, I think they'll have a counter. Want a prediction? Sure. You want a prediction? Sure to go wrong?
He said sure to go wrong.
I absolutely did. I'm borrowing from Mike and Mike in the morning.
We're going to.
I'm hate you asking this question.
I'm going to give a prediction that is absolutely certain to go wrong tonight. Okay. Blowout city for the Pacers.
Oh no.
Bid it.
Okay.
Did you not hear me say sure to go wrong? I'm certain that's going to go wrong.
Here's the thing, Brian. Something that you have a curse. I don't know what it is. But every time you call something a certain way, it goes the other way.
That's why I said it's sure to go wrong. That's exactly.
Are you trying to reverse psychology?
I just know what could be coming tonight. I just am pretty certain I know what's coming.
I'm gonna put it to you like this.
Yes, sir.
If the Pacers lose Game 5
The series
by less than 15,
it's
going
done.
7. But if they get their ass whooped tonight,
OKC's
gonna fly to Indiana and they're gonna say, "We gonna put y'all down."
You might as well just give the trophy to Seattle.
It's not going to Seattle. I'm telling y'all now. If the Thunder win this,
I think the Thunder are going to choke.
If the Thunder win this, any chances of them going back to Seattle, done.
No, they chance going back to Seattle is already done. And Snowman would agree with me on this, even though he wants the team back in Seattle.
Well, we all want the team back in Seattle.
Do you not see how that fan base is with Oklahoma City?
Right.
But one big thing was I was watching. Shout out Draven Grossfield. He's one of my coworkers. Big Oklahoma City fan. I watched the game with him at his house, and he low key cooked me in a 1-on-1. Not gonna lie, but Alex Caruso has been unstoppable when Chet and J-Dub have refused to show up.
Alex Caruso has shown up in all 4 games. And like Playmaker
said, he's been doing this since LA.
Listen, here's what Playmaker said, a very poignant statement, but a true one. He's backdoored Indiana to death. He has backdoored Indiana to death. And he's going to do it again tonight. Unless Rick Carlisle has a defense up his sleeve to stop it. He's going to do it. He's going to do it again. And now we're going to see the emergence of one Chet Holmgren.
I think a big thing for OKC to win tonight, I think, it's just like hockey. Getting out to that early lead is very important in every single game.
And don't allow Indiana to hang around, because when you gentlemen were around for game 1 of the NBA Finals, what did I say throughout the first half? OKC was forcing a ton of turnovers. That's the good news. The bad news, they kept letting Indiana hang around. They forced 20 turnovers in the first half, and it only turned into 13 points.
Now, here's the bright side for the Pacers. If you're a Pacers,
and it kind of felt like the same thing in Game 4. Indiana was first forcing all the turnovers, but they allowed the Thunder to hang around.
Yep, they couldn't put the ball in the hole, because that should have been a 20-point lead at the end of the first half. Playmaker, your point.
Here's the good point if you're an Indiana fan. Indiana has never lost back-to-back games these playoffs. I did this exactly for Game 4. I put a post out that said OKC has never lost back-to-back games, and the Indiana Pacers have never lost a Game 4. It's something had to give. The given part was Indiana lost Game 4.
You jinxed them.
Right? It's gonna go either way.
I know.
Now the Pacers has never lost back-to-back games. And I don't recall OKC ever losing Game 5s. Something's got to give tonight.
Something has got to give tonight.
And I'm telling you this, the series would come down to if OKC blows out Indiana, this series is done.
It's over.
Because that means OKC say, all right, we know what we have to do now. We ain't playing no more.
I agree.
I don't think you should have been playing from the first place, but that's my opinion. I don't know why you're playing with your food in the first place.
Speaking of food, what are you trying to make?
Birria.
What? Beery what?
Birria.
Where's the beer? Bad joke, I know. Bad joke. All right, that's our preview of Game 5 of the NBA World Championship Series. It's 8:30 tonight. I'll have the call beginning at 8 p.m., and I'm coming in suited and booted. I'm really getting back to the old school. Let's take a break. When y'all get back, there's a clergyman that's been banging on our door for the past hour. Rafael Devers, you've been relieved.
I got to hear about the Red Sox. Great.
Better than the Braves.
True.
Back in the deuce.
What?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
They said the W couldn't catch fire, but in Indiana, the fever's already burning. Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, Full Court Fever tips off on Snowman Multimedia. All in on the WNBA. All eyes on the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell. The next dynasty in the making? Join Brian Snow for the deep dives, the hot takes, and the real stories from the hardwood. Full Court Fever, Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern, only on Snowman Multimedia. This is Fever Basketball.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to bruxnightguard.com and order yours today.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
We got a busy week as the Indiana Sports Hub will officially make its debut tonight as we present coverage of Game 5 of the NBA World Championship Series as the Indiana Pacers travel to Oklahoma City to take on the Thunder. Our broadcast tonight will be brought to you by Deemed Fit, made by first responders for first responders. Our coverage will start at 8 p.m. tonight, and tip-off will be set for just a little after 8:30 from the Paycom Center in Oklahoma City. Yours truly will have the call. And as a bonus, we'll take a peek in Sacramento as the Astros look to make it 6 in a row against the Oakland Athletics. And yes, I said Oakland Athletics. I can't help it. Their first pitch is scheduled for 10:10. We'll immediately go there and pick that game up in progress after Game 5 is done. Again, part of our show today is brought to you by Deemed Fit, made by first responders for first responders. And this damn cord's pissing me off. There we go. I think I got everything done. What'd you often say, Victor? The war against machines.
The war with machines continues.
The war against machines continues.
No, right now for you, it's Rage Against the Machine. Ah!
Oh God!
Shut up! Shut up, you!
You fine? No, I'm kidding. All right.
This is part of the program where I find out if the Red Sox are more dumber than the Orlando Magic.
Oh no!
Yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot about the Desmond Bain trade.
We're going to church.
The father is standing by. So while I am over here in the lab, instead of him banging on the door, I'm just going to quietly let him in and assemble. Now get it.
Oh, my children, welcome to the House of New England.
You didn't start it right.
Oh, there's no reason to really be yelling at me already there, Commissioner. You need to relax a little bit. Welcome to the House of New England in the name of the Tom Brady, the Roger Clemens, and the Billy Bork. Amen.
That's what I'm looking for.
And yes, I said Tom Brady, Roger Clemens, and Ray Bork. Deal with it.
Hey, you don't have to rub it in, all right?
I see we have a new parishioner from Orlando. It is good to see you here, Mr. Playmaker.
I would have put the Boston management in the boards. You constantly keep doing that. Get out of here.
Shawzy,
and
shut
you
up.
too.
Shawzy, shut up and go sit in confessional, Father.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about him, Father. He doesn't know how to keep his mouth shut.
Well, do me a favor and put Shawzy over in confessional there and have Sister Mary Francis deal with him.
Oh, yes, God. Father, I am here for the first time, so
see,
kind of interesting that my team made an interesting trade, and then the Boston Red Sox made an interesting trade. So we're trying to figure out which one is
dumber.
Yeah.
Oh, my son, I hate to tell you something, but the move that my beloved Red Sox have made the one Orlando look like genius.
As the immortal Red Fox once upon a time said, for every dummy, there's a dummy.
Oh, for every dummy, there's a dumber dummy. And this one's the dumbest. I mean, the fact that we backed the truck up last year for Rafi, we gave him $313 million. And then we end up asking him to move to DH. He's all right, fine, fuck it, I'll move. And then we end up losing Tristan Casas. We asked him to play first base, and he ends up raising a stinker about it. I'm sorry, but look at all the other great DHs that are out in the league. Most of them also know how to play first base.
Frank Thomas, David Ortiz.
David Ortiz spent time in first base. I mean, so there's granted Rafi Devers. Granted, has been putting numbers back up after starting over 21. But now we end up trading who was supposed to be the person we built the doggone team around. Mm-hmm. We end up trading him to San Francisco, and we got to see his ass on doggone Friday.
I'm gonna love that.
So hold on. So is the father telling me that you traded a player, and then you be seeing that player later on in the week?
Yes, my child. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yep.
Like
I think I know what game 1 we're gonna be looking like.
Oh, game 1's gonna be the beatdown. I mean, what do we getting in that ton? Kyle Harrison, Jordan Hicks, Jose Bello, couple of pitchers.
And Jordan Hicks is already broken.
Yeah, we already knew that.
Because remember, Jordan Hicks came in this league as a reliever.
and James Tibbs III. Who the hell is James Tibbs III?
Who wants to know?
Everyone down at the Flatties because they're trying to figure out what's going on here too.
Uh-huh.
Trust me, I was down at the Flatties last night as the news broke and everyone was crying in their doggone Guinnesses.
You surprised?
No,
This
not.
segment is brought to you by Stupid University, where everyone graduates.
Shorzy, I told you to go sit in the confessional, son.
No, I don't want to, man.
Shorzy, go.
Shorzy, you sit in confessional or I'll put you in the boards.
Oh, shut up, bud.
You shut up. You stupid fool.
Sister Mary Francis, go deal with Shorzy.
Just wait a minute. Who's that stupid fool with the hair thinking he could put a big man in the boards? That would be my on-screen son, Commish. Tell that fool I said shut up or I'll stomp.
Listen, it's not me. It's Shorzy.
Oh, Shorzy, go.
Tell that.
Go deal with Shorzy.
I don't care who Shorzy is. You tell that droid fool to keep Shorzy in check or I'll stomp a mud hole in his hair and Shorzy's hair and walk it dry. Yes, sir.
No, I mean the fact of the matter that it was Buster Posey that ended up doing all of this. Who first thought that we'd end up trading Rafi Devers to begin with, but then to trade him to San Francisco, it was in the running for the division. And I'm like, we got done sweeping the Yankees, and we now end up trading Rafi Devers, who hit a bomb in the middle of the game.
Yep.
I mean, there have been some lame brain moves that the Red Sox have made. Nomar Garcia Parra, hello.
Yeah. Nomar Garcia Parra. What? Never mind. Go on.
To pull this move.
Uh-huh.
I don't understand it. I mean, yes, I know we have a really solid prospect system. Yes, we've called up 3 of the greatest kids that we've had in the farm system. But Rafi was supposed to be the mentor and the leader of the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have nobody.
It's like Rafael Devers. Here's a name for you. Was supposed to be Troy O'Leary.
Oh, please! I remember those days of Troy.
It was supposed to be Troy O'Leary of 1999.
Oh, it's supposed to be Troy O'Leary, Trot Nixon, J.D. Drew.
And just like the Orlando Magic did on 2 separate big occasions, they blew it up.
I guess the only redeeming quality of this trade is we don't have to worry about the extra $250 million that we owed them because San Francisco picked that tab up.
Oh, and they're going to use that tab.
It's not all bad.
It's not all bad, but still, this was supposed to be a...
I'm going to make Shane mad. Big dog, I know you're sitting off to the side, but don't be mad when I tell you this. It's kind of like what they did with Roger Clemens when they let him go.
Don't remind me!
But,
sorry.
My son, I'll take care of you and console you later.
Why console him? I'm just telling the truth.
Yeah, but he's still sour about what they did to Roger. They did him so dirty.
They did the same to Manny Ramirez. Next question.
Well, Manny was being Manny, and apparently management couldn't take it anymore. Again, that's a problem. Management didn't have a sense of humor.
Neither did Manny, but we're not going to talk about that, are we?
I just don't get why pull this move after sweeping the Yankees, dragging our butts up out of the basement of the AL East.
Mm-hmm.
And now we've got this going on.
You ran into Tampa Bay. That's what happened.
Tampa
Bay was the hottest team in May.
Yeah, well, we've actually been one of the hottest teams in June, 9-4 for the record.
Mm-hmm.
But why are we? This is a dumbfounding move.
It's a dumpster fire. It's what it is.
No.
Hey, they're in the wild card race. So
yeah,
not
but
for long.
You
not
know,
after they visit San Francisco this week.
Yeah, San Francisco is going to be giving us an arse whooping.
Yeah, they got the Angels afterwards, so that makes up for that.
Yeah, that's true.
And this is after the Angels get pummeled by the Astros later this week. Oops. right into the weekend.
You want to talk about a blockbuster move, and it's not even remotely close to summer yet. Tom Cruise, take notes.
Did Tom Cruise just catch a stray?
Yes.
Oh, there's nobody safe here in the house in New England.
I am. 'Cause
Oh,
every time the father threw a joke at me, I was ready to throw one back at him.
oh yes, but at some point there's going to be one that's just going to end up flattening you.
It's
You
not
said
all
that
bad.
already.
It's not
and it
all
hasn't
bad
happened.
for your Red Sox. It's a striking trade.
Yeah,
It's not all bad.
Yes, it is, because they
It's
suck.
not all bad. It's not.
Yes,
I
it
mean,
is. 'Cause
They
they
above
suck.
500.
We're barely above 500. What are you talking about?
You're above 500. Doesn't matter if you're one game above 500 or 20 games above 500. You're above 500.
Yeah, but we're doing what we've been doing since the early 90s, looking up the Yankees.
They won't be above 500 for long, especially when they visit the Bay.
Oh, don't remind me. But my children, while we want to wish Rafael Devil as well, this is the same issue we had when we lost Adam Vinatieri from New England over to Indianapolis.
Vinatieri won a Super Bowl with Indianapolis after beating New England to get there. Oops!
Don't remind me. I mean, it's bad enough I had to bring it up.
Dear Big Dog Shane, it's kind of like what happened to Tony Graffinino when the White Sox traded him in 2004 to Boston. And then you saw the White Sox in 2005. Oh, no!
I just think Boston teams have a fetish for trading star players mid-season, just like they did this year with Brad Marchand, and now he's on the track for a Conn Smythe.
Uh-huh. And a cup.
Oh, you know what? There was a cartoon back in the 90s that can actually explain this better than I can.
You're an idiot. I am so sick of your stupidity.
I get it.
Do you say that to Orlando as well?
Yes. Trust me, all the Orlando fans are saying the same thing as Boston fans are saying.
Oh, I get it. I get it, Father. It's not been a great sports year for the New England area.
No. And football season's not looking much better.
And to think Drake May is their quarterback. Oops, did I say that aloud?
Hey, I think Drake May's going to be right. He just don't have the weapons around him.
Drake May will throw for 1,000 yards only and get pummeled 45 times.
It always could be worse here in New England. We could have still kept 38-year-old Mayo as our head coach.
It could have been Jacoby Brissett.
Brisket and Mayo, that's a bad combination.
Yeah, Brisket and 38-day-old Mayo. And
yes,
playmaker, you heard that
Nathan Rourke was right there.
And yes,
we're not
playmaker.
getting started on how we dropped the ball and fucking Nathan Rourke.
And yes, playmaker, you heard that joke correctly. 38-day-old Mayo.
Well, here we go. Let me help the Bostonians out here. Let's blame the Celtics. Because the Celtics decided to blow 2 20-point leads at home in games 1 and 2. You want to be in this predicament.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Unfortunately,
I'll agree with that.
Unfortunately, I don't know how to explain the Celtics, but we really went downhill when Tatum got injured.
No, you went downhill when you allowed Jalen Brunson to come alive in the fourth quarter of game 1.
He's known as the closer for the reason.
But
we're talking about TD Garden, a place that you're not supposed to win that, and you lost both games there to begin that series.
Oh, and here's but then my Pacers got even with the New York Bricks by doing the same thing to Boston, by doing the same thing to New York that New York did to Boston, snatching the first 2 in visiting places.
Oh, my children, I don't know what else I can say about this season.
So
it's already getting ready to be chalked up at this point.
I'm sorry that the New England area is suffering sports-wise.
I'm not.
I think the rest of the world agrees with you, Snowman.
I'm
being completely honest, because dealing with 20 years of Tom Brady and the Patriots does that to people.
That's their way of getting even with Montana and Young for 25 years in the Bay.
Pretty much.
That's their way of getting even.
But on that note, in the name of the Tom Brady, the Ray Bork, and the Roger Clemens, please, we are done here.
I've got to get an intro for that for you.
Yeah, you need an intro for that.
I've got to get an intro for that for you. And speaking of intros, Playmaker, there's an intro of yours I'd love to borrow whenever you come here and it's necessary.
Oh, Lord. Oh, which
and that's the intro of the Flagrant Foul.
Oh.
I'd love to borrow that intro just to play it. So in case you tell us you have one, we can provide the intro to that.
Man, you know what? Since you said that, Victor, I'm sorry I haven't been doing more Flagrant Fouls. It's just...
Yeah, what's up with that, man?
You know, there's a lot of good thing that was going on throughout the basketball season that I focused on.
Okay, fair enough.
Wasn't really a lot of stuff that I was like, that really ticked me off.
There wasn't any. There
wasn't a lot of things that ticked me off. You didn't have a team that was just losing repeatedly, just going down here. It was like
the Philadelphia 76ers, perhaps.
No, like last year with the Detroit Pistons when they broke the record for losing. I'm like, what?
Touche.
What is going on up in Detroit?
Touche.
Nobody did anything stupid off the court.
Right.
That you had to say. It was a pretty moderate NBA season. A great college season, both men and women.
Yeah, true.
So I really didn't have nothing to go off on.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I really go off on is like every time we have a goddamn holiday in the playoffs, somebody getting their ass whipped.
Which started on Easter.
Yeah. out of all the holidays in the
out
world.
of all the holidays, Easter. And that Tuesday, Playmaker appeared on this show and went nuts.
Yeah, he did.
Matter of fact, Playmaker was so calm when he posed the question, and I'll never forget it. I should have made a short out of this. I think I will. When he said, Snowman, I got a question for you. I said, what's that? Why is it that when there's a holiday during the NBA playoffs, somebody winds up getting their ass kicked?
That would make it so worse. This is game one of this playoff.
Listen,
right.
I still got Playmaker. I got PTSD from the Chiefs Raiders Christmas game a couple years back when we got our asses handed to us by the Raiders
on Christmas Day by the Raiders.
I remember
I was with my family. I was at my grandparents' house. We were all having an amazing time. And you're like, you know what? Let's try and make this day even better. Let's watch the Chiefs game, and it all went down.
All of a sudden, you saw Patrick Mahomes did not look like Patrick Mahomes because he threw a pick six.
That was not Patrick Mahomes. That was Jay Cutler wearing Mahomes' jersey. All right.
No, pick six.
It was Kermit the Frog. No, it was Kermit the Frog. He's had to go ahead and throw a snap.
And then next thing you know, he threw another one. It's like, what is going on in Kansas City right now?
He did not say that was Jay Cutler in a Patrick Mahomes jersey.
It was not Jay Cutler. It was Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Fraud.
The only way he can go away from his piggy was actually get on that football field.
But me and Snowman, we have histories of this. When Kobe got his ass whooped by the Dallas Mavericks. That was on Mother's Day.
That was on Mother's
Day. Imagine you coming from church with the mom and the grandma. You go back to grandma's place and you turn on the game and you just see Kobe Bryant and the LA Lakers getting their ass handed to them.
Just beat down too.
Just by a Dallas Mavericks team that at the time was up 3-0. Two of them were miraculous wins, one in Dallas and one in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Mavericks just decided, we've had enough. And they hit 22 3-point field goals that day. 22.
That would ever be etched in my memory because I'm like, I just literally watched. At the time, you didn't see Kobe get ass whoopings like this.
No, you did not see Kobe take ass whoopings like that. You did not.
And the Mavericks gave it to him.
Not. The Mavericks were like, wait a minute. The Mavericks up 3-0 at home with Kobe Bryant and the fear of the Mamba mentality. They first said
no.
And Then it was.
We do not care.
And
that's what Oklahoma City said to Memphis in game 1.
About 50, what was it, 51 points? A 51-point differential.
This is how you open up the playoffs.
Let's close with our question of the day. Question of the day brought to you by Deemed Fit, made by first responders for first responders. But unfortunately, Droid has his mouth full, so I can't have him do the read and repeat the offer.
Use code SITM for 15% off store-wide purchases.
Okay. Now, as he goes back to eating, what was the first holiday playoff ass whooping that you watched? The first one for me was the Memorial Day Massacre in 1985 in the Boston Garden, where the Los Angeles Lakers were made to feel like the oldest team in the league because the Boston Celtics cut them to shreds, 148 to 114. But then a strange thing happened. As Brent Musburger explained very eloquently before the start of Game 6 in his warm-up, they made Kareem Abdul-Jabbar look like the oldest player in the league. Then he was suddenly gulping at the fountain of youth. This Easter, against the Memphis Grizzlies, the Oklahoma City Thunder didn't even blink. OKC told Memphis, we are going to rest our starters by the third period.
I was trying to do something that backfired. Hang on.
What are you doing?
I had a moment. I thought I was on a different screen and I wasn't.
You fool. You made a move like this guy did.
Oh, for God.
Mustard! I better quit. I better quit. I'm going to get yelled at now.
Why are you yelling, Mustard?
No, she's at work. She's actually I actually deserve to get yelled at for that. I mean it. She's at work, and I just heard her go, damn. I'm going to be in trouble. And I deserve it. Well, at least it wasn't this.
No. That's until Wednesday. No more.
At least it wasn't this.
Ew.
Poor Blake. Poor Blake.
Or this.
Let's deal with that at least.
Or this.
Yeah, I don't have to deal with that either.
But Victor, you do have to deal with this.
Not until August.
No, you got to deal with it now.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do. Because y'all need a quarterback.
I ain't got to deal with that until August.
You want to talk about holiday beatdowns?
Yes, sir.
Let's not forget what Randy Moss did one year on Thanksgiving.
3 catches, 164 yards, 3 touchdowns.
It's Randy Moss. What do you expect? It's Randy Moss.
It was the Randy Moss, Randall Cunningham connection on Thanksgiving Day.
Yes, it was.
Wow. And Randy Moss walking into Dallas, playing the Dallas Cowboys, and he thought,
we do not care.
And neither do I.
The irony of you playing that very clip.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Let me since we throwing out football ones. Sorry, Snowman, but Christmas Day was not fun.
No, it was not. When we played the Baltimore Ravens at Levi Stadium, and we got demobilized. We got absolutely pummeled in the ribs, kicked in the ass, and socked in the nuts.
And it made it even more worse. They even did the Grinch celebration.
They did. I remember that game very well for 2 reasons. One, I got permission to call it because I didn't have to take my daughter to work as my wife did. And 2, I called the game.
That's what I said.
I
got
sat
about
here
this until August.
Oh, you got to worry about it now because y'all need a quarterback.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
You and the detective need to worry because
no, I don't. No, I don't.
Will you let me finish the joke, please?
No, it's invalid.
It's invalid. You fired.
Listen, this is not a card. You're not swiping a card here to purchase something.
Declined.
But
Victor did that. Did you do that to me Friday or Saturday?
That was Friday.
That was Friday.
Because we were talking about the Bears not running the football.
and reasons I have a feeling.
And you had a reason. I said it's invalid reason.
I had every valid reason in the book to think they wouldn't use DeAndre Swift correctly. And I tried throwing it at you. And you put up your all defense shield. You put up your shield and kicked out every card I tried to put in the slot.
Exactly.
Now, one of our brother Cole Johnson, his favorite one.
Oh,
damn Cleveland Cavaliers.
Damn Cleveland Cavaliers.
Cleveland.
What do we always say, gentlemen? But it's Cleveland.
Apparently, I pulled the Joe Hendry in the last Shooting Lights Out.
Oh, Lord. What did you do?
No, they were saying something. I think Playmaker had mentioned me, and I had just joined in, and I said, hey, everybody.
Yep.
And Cole was
I mentioned him, and he came popping right in. I said, hey, there you go. There you go. Joe Hendry for the day. You say his name, and he appears.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
I was like, oh, okay.
But them damn Cavaliers. God.
How did that happen? Like,
I'll tell you how it happened because it's Cleveland. I told you.
I guess so. They
And
must
the
be
ironic,
first.
the ironic thing is that 2016 NBA championship was wrapped up on an Easter Sunday.
That's true.
The 2016 NBA championship, incorrect holiday, was actually wrapped up on Father's Day.
Oh, it was Father's Day. Huh.
June
I thought it was
19th,
blows chill.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
June
Yeah.
19th, 2016, which made me blow chunks.
I bet it did.
Which had me screaming,
No, God!
You stayed in the house after
No,
that, didn't
God, please, no! No! No!
I still remember.
there were 3 championships that made me stay in the house.
Mm-hmm.
2, actually. 2.
No, it's just 2.
Oh, I know one off the top.
Go ahead.
June 19th, 2016, which made me go completely off on a cuss fit the next day. And the second one was November 2nd, 2016.
Yep.
On both occasions, I ordered beer, I ordered pizza, I ordered 5 different sandwiches because I was putting on weight those nights. And I stayed in the house after the NBA and Major League Baseball basically told me
nothing for you.
And I stayed in the house for 5 days.
Yep.
Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. The one that happened in November was worse than what happened in June.
Yes.
True.
Yes, it was.
I couldn't stay in the house.
I will tell that story here to wrap things up. I'll have to do it off the air because we're out of time. So
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
That's
That's what OKC is trying to say tonight.
Which is tonight, Game 5 of the NBA World Championship. It's live beginning at 8:30. 8 o'clock is our pregame. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough. Thank you, Playmaker, for joining us. Dream big, do bigger. We hope y'all are too. And we'll see you tomorrow. God bless you. hope the Chicago Scrubs never, ever, ever in my lifetime or anybody else's lifetime win a world championship again. I cannot stand it. I will not stand it. And I just can't do it. Bye.